Hi everybody, it's Lee and Bridget from King Harvest, kingharvest.org. We are here to talk briefly about leukemia, different kinds of cancers. King Harvest sees a lot of them. Lymphoma, leukemia, those are two of the most prevalent, and we take on a unique new patient. Most days we'll get one or two unique new patients. So patients are asking a lot of questions because these two types of cancer are so very treatable, and cannabis oil has such a quick and profound reaction on them. So we're going to ask a couple of the questions that patients and members have been asking us, and we're hoping that it can help apply to your situation in your case and maybe educate you a little bit as to how cannabis oil might benefit you or your family. So let's get started.
Okay, so the first question is, how does cannabis oil help with leukemia?
Okay, so cancer, an imbalance of the body, in most cases, if not all cases, the cancer is born from the fact that the body is now making mutated cells. Whether it's from genetics or from an environmental toxin, a stressor, or any other factor, any other unknown factor, right? Cancer is about the fact that the body is making mutated cells. If we can reduce the inflammation in the body, we can in most cases give it back the ability to make that perfect blueprint or that perfect cell. Okay. Leukemia and lymphoma are particularly treatable by cannabis oil in this manner because they don't have the same degree of a stubborn centralized tumor. They're glandular, lymphatic, right, in nature, and therefore in the blood, in the soft tissue, they are more affected and then therefore have more of an effect on cancer cells. So what we want to do is we want to reduce the inflammation in the system. At the same time, we're going to introduce these natural chemicals to the body so that we give it back its ability to also know the difference between healthy and cancer cells. So two things happen. We're creating a situation called the entourage effect. We want to knock down inflammation and make a perfect cell, and we want to give the body back the ability to know the difference between good and bad cells. If we can do those two things, in most cases, right, if it's not too stubborn, then we can win the battle, right? And I'm sorry, win the war, not just the battle.
Right. Okay, so how should someone take cannabis for leukemia?
Cannabis oil medicines for leukemia and all cancers should be taken both orally and via suppository, in our opinion, for the greatest amount of success. Obviously, that's going to be a personal decision for any member or patient. But cancers have cannabinoid receptors throughout the body, or rather the body has cannabinoid receptors that are, when stimulated, have effects on the deficits in that region of the body where that cancer is. So if you can stimulate that cannabinoid receptor, i.e. the liver and colon when it's applied to leukemia, if you can stimulate those cannabinoid receptors, you can put the body back online and give it back its homeostatic balance. Okay? So half oral, half suppository. If you have anywhere you can get to a tumor site or any kind of a problem area, right, you can also use it topically.
Okay. All right, so will hemp oil work in treating leukemia?
The only way I would use hemp oil for leukemia is if I was grabbing hemp oil instead of ibuprofen. Hemp isn't going to have a meaningful effect on cancers and this cellular mutative process. The hemp just simply doesn't have the 63 other chemicals within its molecule, nor does it have the robustness of the concentration of the chemicals in that molecule. And so what happens is that patients are advertised and marketed to by hemp companies as everything being the same thing, and then you see dozens of patients every month coming through our doors with horrible end-stage illnesses, having to leave non-legal states to come out here to try to get treatment, but they have been misled, just similarly to the way that they had been by Western medicine, and so they're their hopes are squashed. They're feeling ripped off. They're feeling, more hopeless and more dismayed. And all that happened was that somebody sold them some snake oil, and cannabis oil is not snake oil, and hemp oil is. What can we say?
Okay, so can cannabis help with symptom management in regards to leukemia?
Well, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
So, insomnia, pain, restlessness, lack of appetite, properly made cannabis oil protocols, it's going to be about a 3-month long or a 90-day thing, but a properly made protocol is going to regulate your pain, give you back energy, give you back proper sleep function, going to get you hungry, get you eating again, do all of these wonderful things for you that the body, for whatever reason, is not able to be in balance enough anymore to do it for itself. So cannabis oil doesn't fix you, it fixes the parts of the body that allow the body to fix itself. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, so can I use cannabis in conjunction with chemotherapy for leukemia?
Yes. It's going to make the chemotherapy or the radiation more effective. It's also going to protect your body from the chemotherapy and the radiation. It's going to allow you to, sort of like a neurological wetsuit, you'll have less degradation, less decline, less toxicity. You're going to maintain your appetite, and you're going to move through all of the problems that radiation or chemo or even surgeries will create for you. It's going to protect you and enhance the effectiveness of the Western medical protocol.
Okay. So where can I get this kind of cannabis oil?
Well, you can always get cannabis oil medicines from kingharvest.org. If you're critically ill or if you're actually diagnosed with something, we highly suggest you come to kingharvest.org directly. We operate like the Red Cross. We are not a dispensary. We make and prepare medicines for patients on an individual basis. We provide them with lab testing, their individual medicine protocol, comprehensive patient aftercare, and we're also a consortium or a meeting place for all of the questions that you might want to ask your doctor, but they are not going to be able to do it because they're protecting their license. So, when do I do chemo? What kind of chemo do I do? Do I need to go to Mexico for experimental treatments? Are there doctors that I can see that don't scare me or make me feel bad about myself because I have cancer? Maybe you need someone to be referred to that you resonate with. Maybe you need a nutritionist. Maybe you need sports physiology. Maybe you need, sports rehab.
Mm-hmm.
King Harvest works with naturopaths all throughout the California area. We refer and send you to people that you request, all without charge, all without obligation. Like I said, we're a one-stop shop for all things naturopathic. We want to help you. We want to help your family. We sincerely hope you give us a chance. So please visit us here at kingharvest.org or call us at 877-469-4584. We'd love to help. Happy healing, everybody. Hi, everyone. This is Lee from King Harvest and kingharvest.org. I wanted to take a moment and thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe or click on one of the videos to your right. Further, if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below. You can also visit us at kingharvest.org. Thank you again, and happy healing.